We've had enough. Our country can't take it anymore. Kamala, you've been a terrible vice president. You'll be the worst president in the history of our country, superseding even crooked Joe Biden. Kamala, you are a disaster to the United States of America. Kamala, you are fired. You're fired. Get out. Get out.
Can't wait until Kamala sees that front door of that White House and she walking down them steps for the last time knowing she ain't entering it. Oh my gosh. Man, you're fired. What an iconic line. It almost reminded me of that time when they was in a debate and she said, Trump said to Kamala, hey, I'm talking now. Give me, which is her iconic line that she uses on everybody else. We got some haters in the comments that says we already fired Donald Trump's ass 4 years ago. How many people get rehired by the same people who fired them? Very, very few people, and there's the reason why. Don't make the mistake of rehiring a man you already fired, America. Well, technically, he didn't get fired. Somebody ended up, writing their name on his application, so to speak. Y'all get the metaphor. I tell you what, God is on this side, because right now we found some unearthed footage of Kamala Harris screaming down with deportation at a far left protest. She's an open border extremist. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. With deportation, up with education, down 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 with deportation, I wanted to make sure I had all of the proper context, so I asked AI to analyze the situation for me. It says this video is from 2018 and it has resurfaced showing Kamala Harris, then U.S. Senator from California, participating in a parade in Los Angeles, California during this event, which was also celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Harris was seen chanting, up with education, down with deportation alongside protesters. This event was not just about civil rights, but had been co-opted by various activist groups focusing on issues like immigration and women's rights. Ironic, right? Because it seems like she's not focused on that. Well, the women's rights she's not focused on the border, but she's focused on fear-mongering women's rights and things of that nature in order to get the vote. Crazy. At the time, immigration was a hot button issue like it ain't now, especially under the Trump administration, which was criticized for its policies on deportation. Criticize, huh? But you got the same person that's criticizing over here doing the same thing. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Harris, aligning with more progressive views, was seen supporting policies against deportation, which was consistent with her campaign promises and public statement during her time as a senator. The video also captured Harris and Jussie Smollett, an actor who became infamous for staging a hate crime against himself. Yeah, and wasting all the American tax dollars and all our, emotional support and all that. This association has been highlighted by critics as poor judgment on Harris's part. Yeah, of course. Fast forward, her role as vice president, she has been tasked with handling the border crisis under the Biden-Harris administration. Despite her previous vocal opposition to deportation, the administration's approach to immigration has been criticized for various fronts. On one hand, there's been a significant decrease in deportations compared to the previous administration, aligning with her past stance. However, her pledge to secure the border in context of 2024 election cycle suggests a nuanced or evolved position on immigration. Y'all see how y'all trying to be all nice with it? She switched her tune. Basically, in order to fit, in order to get everybody to be on her side. And we don't like people like that. We don't like shapeshifters. That's what we're against. We're totally against shapeshifters. And on top of that, man, she's letting everybody down. She's let the Indian community down because she don't want to take part in her heritage anymore. She's letting the black community down because she's trying to fit in too much. She's letting the people who's holding public offices down because honestly, she doesn't even, she DIEI. I'm gonna just say it like that. But now she's let the Catholic community down by skipping the Al Smith charity dinner. This hasn't happened in 40 years since Walter Mondale turned down the invitation. And remember, he lost 49 of the 50 states.
We're disappointed. We were looking forward to giving the vice president an enthusiastic welcome. And we were confident that she would find this. You know, she speaks very much about the high ideals and how it's good to get away from division and come together in unity and all. Well, that's what the Al Smith dinner is all about. We haven't given up yet. We're not used to this. We don't know how to handle it. This hasn't happened in 40 years since Walter Mondale turned down the invitation. And remember, he lost 49 out of 50 states. I don't want to say there's a direct connection there. But so we're not used to this, and we're not giving up. You know who's been a help to us, Lauren, is Senator Schumer and Governor Hochul. They both are working hard to see that they convince her to come.
So there's still a chance.
Yeah, and Senator Schumer said to me, he said, I don't think she made the decision. I think her schedulers are saying she can't make it. So we're not giving up. We hope she's here.
They saying that Kamala snubbed the Catholic community because she can't talk about abortion. Okay, look, obviously these are serious topics. Come on, man, but you got to be able to laugh. You got to be able to laugh to keep from crying. Oh my God. Gosh, I told myself I was going to stop saying, oh my God, and start saying, oh my gosh. Okay, oh my gosh. Somebody says Marxists like Kamala Harris hate organized religion and people of faith. Anyone who claims to be practicing Catholic with Kamala bumper sticker has a weird understanding of faith. You know, I got my opinions, you know, yeah, I got my opinions. We've shared it in previous videos about how it would be hard to be a Christian and a Democrat, making that comparison in today's progressive time. Even back then, though, when it, you know, was rooted with racism. Okay, let me get out of these comments, bro, because I promise you I'm reading them exactly how they go. Now, we have this story right here. This is pretty deep, and it's not funny at all. This Afghanistan withdrawal survivor has a message for Kamala Harris. And yeah, first of all, let me say thank you for your service, but this is a must watch.
Do you have a message to Vice President Kamala Harris? So you did have the opportunity to meet with her.
You know, and it's not something I really thought about. I'd really just say that, you know, as much as she and the current administration continue to push off what's happened, and, you know, as much as they don't want to answer for what's happened, for those murdered Americans, for the entirety of the global war and terror veterans that have been affected by this and their families, you know, you need to answer for what you've done, for what everyone's done. You need to hold yourselves accountable, and you need to hold, you know, everyone in our nation and our military that's accountable. I am very doubtful, you know, not doubtful. I know that they'll never do that. But it's the right thing to do. Honestly, I don't really have, you know, anything too in depth to say on it. That's really as simple as it is that, you know, those who are at fault need to answer for what they've done. And, the current administration is one of those, you know, organizations that's at fault, and they haven't done so, and they never will.
Kamala Harris, I strongly believe that you need to answer for what you've done. And unfortunately, I know that Kamala will never hold herself accountable. It's up to the American people to overwhelmingly vote for Trump to make sure that this election is too big to rig, okay? Sadly, they won't even thank this man for what he gave and gave up for our country. Our veterans mean nothing to these people, but they seem, but to me, to me, they are treasures. And they've given up so much and sacrificed so much of themselves to make sure that I'm afforded these freedoms. So, sir, thank you for your service. Trump 2024.